Hey guys, welcome back to class. Nice to have you here on this platform, and I hope that you will learn something new today. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and to leave me a comment in the comment box below. If you have any question, please let me know. Or if you just want to leave a general feedback on this presentation, I would appreciate that. So my first question to you is, what is the name of the Hindus' place of worship? I won't be telling you that as yet, but we're going to know as we go throughout this lesson. All right? Now, there are some words that I want you to pay keen attention to, or some words to add in your, vocabulary. The first one is murtis, and that is a statue of an Hindu god. We have incense, which is a substance that is burnt during worship to create a fragrant smoke. Puja is known as the act of worship. That's for Hinduism, that's puja. All right. Then the big question that I'd asked you before. Now let's find out. All right. So Hindus' place of worship may be called a temple. Now this is known as a lotus temple, and the lotus is highly associated with Hinduism. And as you can see, it is very beautiful. Wow. All right, so the lotus flower is a famous symbol in Hinduism, and in general, lotus flowers, they represent spiritual enlightenment, growth, purity, birth, among many others. The flower symbolizes one's ability to perform their duty without being influenced by any desire, pleasure, or gain. And if you should look at photos of the gods in Hinduism, you will find out that most of them, they have a lotus flower. All right. Okay, now we have the Mandir. So Hindus, they worship in a Mandir. So we learn about the temple. Now we are learning that they also worship in a Mandir. So if you should ask anybody, or let me not say anybody, but if you should ask somebody about the Hindus' place of worship, maybe they will say a Mandir. All right. So if you look at this photo, you will see that they have many gods. We're looking at many gods right here. If you should observe this photo closely, you will recognize that they do have different gods, right? So this means that the Hindus, they are polytheistic. So Hinduism is a polytheistic religion, and when I say polytheistic, I mean that they believe in more than one god. Now, if you should look at this photo, this does not look like a mandir, but this is a home shrine. So Hindus, they don't have to go to the mandir or the temple to worship. They can stay right at home and they worship. And they will perform the same rituals, or practically most, if not all of them. And as you can see, they are making offerings to their gods. Right up here would be, the altar. Well, all of here would be the altar, and these are the offerings, because they always try to appease their deities with freshly made nature materials or uncooked meals. Then we have this photo, and the statue that we're seeing is a god called Ganesh. And Ganesh is an elephant-headed god, and he represents wisdom, intellect, and is also known as an obstacle mover. All right, so if you're facing challenges and you're a Hindu, you would go to Ganesh, because Ganesh is said to, have the power to remove obstacles. And as you can see around him are freshly picked flowers. So they are not going to get any flowers that are dying. They are going to pick freshly, freshly, freshly ones. Yeah. All right. Okay, so this is inside the mandir. And as you can see, they are sitting on the ground. So males and females, they do sit on the ground, and this also symbolizes equality. Then you see a lot of statues all around, which tells you again that they are polytheistic. So when you go inside a mandir, you will see pictures on the wall. Then you will also notice that there is a bell. So before entering, you will notice that there is a bell before you get on the inside of the mandir. And the bell represents the presence of their gods as well as to announce the arrival of a worshipper. Then, yes, this is Ganesh again. And I stated before that you will see pictures on the walls of the mandir, as well as even in their homes or even in their business places. They will have the pictures of their gods. All right, we see Ganesh here again. So by now you all should be able to identify Ganesh wherever you go. As you can see the elephant head right here. And they normally burn incense inside the mandir as well as in front of their shrine or in the temple. And incense is used to appease their gods and also to show that they are present. When you go in the mandir again, you will see the Vedas or other sacred writings. So everything that I've been showing you can be found inside the mandir. Then there is also a donation box for charity where they take cash or kind. Okay, before you enter the mandir, there is something that you must know, right? Is that before you enter the mandir, you must remove your shoes, right? Whether you are an Hindu or if you are a visitor, it is a requirement. Like you have to, just like sometime before you go inside people's house, you have to remove your shoes. Yes, you have to do this when you go to the mandir. And it is the same thing for the Muslims. Before you go inside the mosque, they too remove their shoes. So they have a shoe rack for that, as you can see in the photo here. All right, guys, you can choose which one you want, which slippers you want, or if you want the Nike sneakers, or maybe I'll take maybe this brown one here or this one here. Not much of a blue person. Anyways, let's continue. So it is a sign of respect when they remove their shoes. Okay, so another thing to observe, I think I have shown you this already and I would have expounded on it. So there are no seats inside the mosque and both genders, they sit together on the floor. In Islam, they do not do that. The males would be in a different room from the females. Remember, they prostrate. So what a distraction that would be to have males and female prostrating at the same time, right? So to avoid the confusion and to avoid distraction, they would ensure that they are separated. For the Jews, they would sit on either side of the bema. So males on one side, female on one side. If you're a visitor as a male, you have to sit with the males. All right. Okay, guys, so we have come to the ending of our class, and I hope that you would have learned something. Please feel free again, guys, just to leave me a comment. Let me know if you have learned anything. if you want to point out a few things to me as well, that's okay. I do, I will take your comments. All right, guys, so looking forward to seeing you next time, and God bless you all. Thank you.